Alright, okay, new one starting. Bush did 9/11 Jedi edition.
Bush did 9/11 Part 2 in commencement. So,
Bless you.
I would like to point out for the record, I don't personally believe that Bush did or did not do 9/11.
Nor do I. Nor do I. Fushi. I do not either.
Okay. That being said,
Nick
I
believes
have
in it.
heard. Yes, of course. Nick's a terrorist. Nick supports terrorism. Go Al Qaeda, Allahu Akbar, and all that stuff.
Now this video has been flagged by the FBI.
Sick. I bet you they're watching me through my camera right now because I don't have a sticky note over because I'm not paranoid. Quick side note, I see people on campus all the time with a brightly colored sticky note over their camera on their laptops.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What are you guys worried about? Like, do you get naked in front of your camera? Like, what? The government can use your face. They've already got half of my credentials from freaking all of the forms I have to fill out in this country. I'm not concerned about my face.
Garrett,
they can track me on Instagram. My face is all over the internet anyway.
Pause the train for 1 second.
Okay, the train has been paused.
Thank you, conductor. So, I think we should start doing little videos like this where we just get your opinion on things because I think it's very interesting. We should. This is the start of a series.
Okay. Anyway, people are dumb on campus. I'm not paranoid. I want my FBI agent to know how pretty I am, alright? I want him to look at my small amount of acne that I don't really have, but sometimes. And sometimes I make really ugly faces, and maybe it makes his day better, alright? I ain't trying to hide anything. I don't do anything. I don't moon my camera, alright? If he doesn't want to see that stuff, he can look away, you know? Who am I to stop him? Okay. Anyway,
so, you're getting kind of, yeah, get back on topic, freaking Garrett.
Bush. So, did Bush do 9/11? A series by Garrett Gibbons. Chapter 1. Evidence? Question mark. Alright, Jedi. The most compelling bit of evidence that I have heard and seen with my own eyes was a picture of the Pentagon. As you know, in 9/11, terrorists, according to the news, terrorists hijacked some planes and tried to crash them. One crashed in a field randomly, 2 of them crashed into the Twin Towers, and 1 of them crashed into the Pentagon. I saw a picture of the Pentagon with a plane crashed into a perfectly rectangular hole in the side of the Pentagon. Now, last time I checked, force is equal to mass times velocity, and mass times velocity equaling a force usually is not distributed into a perfect rectangle, even in structures that are architecturally sound. So, how did this rectangular hole get in the side of the Pentagon? Apparently, there were some maintenance issues that needed to be resolved immediately by having everybody in that area evacuate. So there was nobody in that wing, you know, just coincidentally, when a plane crashed into the side of the building, because there were no casualties reported. So there's that. Just kind of interesting, you know. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, you know how they had phones on the planes back in the days?
Sure.
Okay, Jedi, they had planes phones back in the day. There were telephones on the planes that they kept record of any incoming and outgoing calls. And on September 11th, 2001, everything prior to the attacks, the first one, all of those records were deleted. There was nothing. At least that's what I was told. I never actually researched that. That's what I was told.
Oh.
Now, structurally speaking...
Quite the sound coming from Jedi.
He's in a cow pasture. It's alright.
What?
He's practicing... Structurally speaking, Twin Towers were made with steel frames.
Mm-hmm.
And there were claims that the jet fuel leaked down the steel frames and caught on fire and burned the steel frames so that the building was no longer structurally competent and it fell over. And the whole thing collapsed.
It is a
Architecturally,
really overly simplistic representation, but correct.
over, that's fine. Architecturally, that doesn't compute.
It's more likely that the fuel caught fire first and leaked onto the steel beams, thus melting them.
But can jet fuel get hot
Yes,
enough to
very
melt?
much so. Jet fuel, if allowed to freely combust, is not stuff you want to make missing.
Garrett got a stick thrown in his.
It's all right. No, it's not. It's not my argument. Remember, it's just these are just things I've heard.
Mm.
I'm not like behind any of these. Anyway, structurally speaking, where were all of those steel frames in relation to where the plane ended up getting lodged into the building?
In the spot where it ended up, there's steel beams going up and down the entire building.
Exactly. So if a couple of them melted, yes, I can see why a building might topple over. But not the entire thing fall straight down. And definitely not the second one either. If you remember from the footage, the top collapsed completely at the same time and went straight down into the bottom, thus leveling the entire building.
Well, think about the weight of what was falling. Like once, it's like an
That's
avalanche.
Fine.
Yeah, the entire structure coming down makes perfect sense.
Like if you have
No,
that
it
much
should have
weight.
toppled. It should have toppled the top part.
No.
Well, Garrett, hey, I got a quick dispatch for this argument right here.
That's fine.
Think
I
of
don't want to get hostile because my family.
no. I'm not. No, this is open opinion. I'm just gonna say
Okay.
the one thing that makes me disagree is first, if you want to see like how do I explain earthquakes, right? When buildings are rattled, they just fall straight down. They don't pancake always. It's like if you take out like you took out the middle of this building, right? And it slowly melted or whatever you guys think happened, right? It collapsed eventually. And it all that weight up top, man, that's a lot. Like
Well, that then begs the question: where did they crash the plane? How high up in the building did they crash the plane? How much of it toppled down?
I'm sure
I
you
don't
can
remember.
probably
I
look
haven't
that
seen
up.
the video in a long time. I could look it
If
up.
I am remembering correctly, it's something
Oh,
like the
that is a golden armored skeleton. Ouch.
Oh.
Oh, come on!
I think if I'm remembering correctly, the video footage I've seen, my best estimate is that it crashed 3/4 of the way up the building, and that was a tall building.
Very.
Anyway, I'm of the opinion that just the top part of the building would have fallen over, kind of like a tree is felled.
But a tree has a single support, but a
Indeed.
building is made up of hundreds.
Right. And so, how many of those do you think were intact after a plane crashed through it?
Not many.
Not enough to keep you
Except for the ones
standing.
on the very back.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be felled like a tree?
Well,
No.
there's so many little pieces. Like think of it this way, Garrett. Another one is
It's
like
kinda like my
dominoes.
Kinect's roller coaster.
No,
right?
like dominoes.
Jenga
When you
tower.
set up like a Jenga tower or a dominoes tower or something. Like,
Yeah,
do you ever
those
see
don't
how?
fall straight down. They go.
But they can.
fall like
They
trees.
can. I can find a video that is literally them falling straight down.
Anyway,
Continue.
basically, the people who are of the opinion that Bush did 9/11 or the government did 9/11 think that they did that more like a demolition of the building rather than a plane crashing into it so that it fell over. That as the plane crashed, rigged explosives went off so that the building would fall straight down like it did. Which falls in line with the next bit where a lot of people think that happened because a lot of the surrounding areas electricity flickered, went out for a second right when the plane crashed. Which could have one of two causes. When the plane crashed, so much power surged that power in the area went out, or so much power was used to to set off explosives that affected the area and the area.
Setting off explosives doesn't use it very much power at all.
What about in 2001?
It's not very much
Hasn't
power.
changed much.
You use less power. You use more power turning on a light bulb from that era than you do setting off enough explosives to bring that building down.
You think so?
Yes.
All right.
Don't die.
I'm dying.
Jesus.
If you're dying, die quietly, please.
Water.
Ouch.
Okay, AJ, I've only been on
Ah, Jesus!
about 10 minutes.
Wow!
What happened?
Read the prompt, fan.
Bruh. No! I was literally AFK and a creeper popped up and killed me. Damn. Okay, where were the coordinates that I gave you? Let's see, 7. Well, that's a fat L.